Today I'm creating a video that I'm extraordinarily excited to expose all of you guys because it's very specific from a lot of the alternative content material that I've made on my channel earlier then, and we are going to be going over a number of exclusive statistics points that I've really by no means included to truly apprehend simply how a good deal XRP you want to hold so one can grow to be rich in the midterm. Not necessarily within the next couple of days right here, however, while we are looking at the following couple of years, something it's very manageable. Something which could stable you guys some honestly insane quantity of wealth for yourself and your circle of relatives and simply hit that pinnacle income bracket and stable that for yourself nowadays instead of course just looking different human beings hit that. And that is, there's a determine that I discovered and it's approximately $10,000 XRP instead. And so we are going to be speaking approximately that during Cutting Edge video. Please make sure which you virtually obliterate that like button so all and sundry in the XRP military can see brand new video. And let's start with a number of the records. So my journey for knowledge you already know. How lots XRP people really want to keep commenced via looking at stats of the American economy due to the fact this is the richest economic system within the global. And so I desired to recognize in which the bulk of Americans are. Due to the fact that we'll tell you guys how lots XRP you want so that it will get rich. Now, if that does not make sense to you right now, simply stick around and I'll explain all the records very quickly. But the very first issue that we want to observe is what number of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And because it stands right now, approximately 50% or nearly a half of Americans say they stay paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. So if you're any person who has a little bit of financial savings, you're already nicely beforehand of most other Americans. And so this absolutely begs the question, if you want to be rich, in case you want to be rich, in case you want to be on the top echelon of society, how tons XRP might you want to preserve? And so I'm going to relay some information from the XRP ledger, and then we're going to go and take a look at what percentage of Americans are wealthy and what kind of wealth they've in order that we can construct a type of system of achievement for all of you stunning humans. Now, while we study the stats of the XRP ledger, the primary aspect that you are going to word is the extensive majority of holders or bills have anywhere from 0 to 500 XRP. You can see there may be kind of 4.6, nearly 4.7 million debts which have among 0 to 500 XRP. And then there is a big fall off at the 500 to 1,000 stage. And then you could see the 1,000 to 5,000 level does boom a touch bit. But then I suppose it recedes actually exciting around right here to the 10,000,000 line, 0,000,000 level. Because there is a decent quantity of people in this variety. However, you may notice an enormous fall off inside the number of money owed. Everywhere up from there, with one exception at 100,000 to 500,000 XRP, right here in which there's 28. 0,000 debts approximately, but right here's something genuinely essential while you upload up all of the man or woman XRP holders from all of the distinctive bills right here. And also you observe all the person trade holders, you understand. There is somewhere around 6 to 7 million people protecting XRP, and like I turned into citing earlier, then the sizable majority of those are between 500 to 0 XRP. And this clearly coincides and correlates right here with the amount of Americans that say they stay paycheck to paycheck. Because if humans are living paycheck to paycheck, they may be going to have either a totally small amount of cash in their account simply to pay bills, or they're going to don't have any money at all due to the fact they simply paid all of their payments. And you can see this a lot looks just like this. You recognize there may be, most of the XRP holders are possibly shopping for it. Then they are having to promote it to pay their payments or something alongside those strains. And they're hoping that they will make a few short money. That is understandable. And so right here's the first deal. If you men really want to get wealthy, the number one way that you can begin putting yourself apart is handling your cash a little bit better. That is step one to turning into rich. And so, yeah, in case you men cannot do this, in case you are continuing to spend all your cash till there may be $0 in all your money owed, I hate to inform you this, you're never going to turn out to be rich. So that is step one for a whole lot of you people obtainable. I suggest in keeping with this, almost half of Americans. And if you're now not there, well, hold looking, because I'm going to expose you men a few other honestly exciting stats to show you how you can, without a doubt, turn out to be extremely rich. Now, with that in thoughts, actual short earlier than we do get into that, I want to say that BTCC is providing you with men a 10% bonus on first-time deposits proper now if you have an account on BTCC and you sign on using my hyperlink down underneath in the description. You can get 10% bonus when you have 100,000 greenbacks. It is 1,000,000 unfastened bucks. Okay. 1,000 bucks, 100 free dollars. You recognize it's a significant quantity, and most exchanges are not providing this. And also, you also get a ton of different blessings signing up the use of my link as well, such as up to $10,000 in more bonuses in line with person, and even better you. Get admission to all of my trades in my Discord server once you have signed as much as BTCC as nicely. All you want to do of direction after this is be a part of into my Discord, and you could get access to all of my trades on top of that too. So you get unfastened money, free bonuses, and lower charges, after which all of my trades, so you can truly help yourself get to that 10,000 XRP holdings, or maybe well past that, and become extremely wealthy in the destiny. Now, with that being said, we now need to speak approximately the wealth within the United States of America. We can see wealth in the United States is surprisingly focused, with the top 1% of households preserving a massive share of the US of O's wealth. As of nowadays, the top 1% of wealth holders inside the US held kind of 30.9% of the United States' wealth. You can see in 2022, this range did go down a bit to 27%. But these days in 2024, it is roughly the equal variety that it was again in 2021, because that wealth has once again grown to be a little bit greater focused. You can see the top 10% of Americans held approximately 60% of all the wealth, and the lowest 50% of Americans most effective held 2.6% of the US.'s wealth. This once again genuinely correlates strongly with the XRP ledger right here. This is largely a reflective of Americans' wealth. And so, yeah, in order for you to interrupt free of this, you recognize sort of this capitalist trap. What you want to do is you need so that you can hold capital. That's simply the simple answer right here. Order to virtually turn out to be rich. And what you could see here is nicely, yeah, quite a good deal. 90% of all holders are on this 500 to 0 variety proper. And so if you want to turn out to be inside the top 10%, which we are able to see proper right here, hold 60% of all of the wealth. This is step one, right? Getting out of this 500 to 20 variety and getting above the drop-off variety proper here, somewhere among 10,000 to 25,000 or simply above it. You will secure yourself an insane quantity. And so here's the deal, right? Today, when you have, let's simply say 25,000 XRP or 10,000 XRP, it is now not an insane sum of money proper. You recognize it is approximately just over $2 per coin. So only for ease of math's sake, if you have 25,000, I suggest you're simply above $50,000 in holdings proper, which isn't always like extreme severe wealth. But the deal here is 10% of holders. Actually, if you have 25,000, you are above that. You're above the top 10%. You're actually just like the pinnacle, I believe, at this point, quite similar to the pinnacle 3 to 2% of holders, right? And so if you're within the pinnacle 2%, nicely, yeah, in line with this, you are extraordinarily wealthy by means of XRP standards. And inside the occasion that XRP sees any extra appreciation than it already has, you'll retain to end up even extra rich. And so here's the coat with XRP right now. We just came off of a huge correction. And we have a few surely robust signs to show that we're ready for a large rally come the new year. And so, yeah, proper now's the time to accumulate earlier than the subsequent large rally. You realize you guys had the possibility to shop for a ton of XRP at 50 cents way lower back right here after I was speaking approximately it. And you recognize you another time have another possibility to shop for it somewhere around $2.14 again before any other huge rally all over again. And you are going to, I assure numerous you guys are going to be kicking yourself for not buying at AF Understand $2.14. I know a number of you are not kicking yourself for not shopping for extra at 50 cents, but here you're nowadays and you've got the possibility all over again to shop for off of a pleasing correction.